Hello, my beautiful friends. This is Rachel Archelaus, and we're back for the 5th video in the Why Do We Limit Love series. Today is all about being more loving with everybody, including yourself. So we've talked about twin flame stuff and guilt and appropriateness and gender and sexual preference and relationship style and so much, but we haven't really talked about the overall idea of love when it comes to the people you interact with in the world, yourself, and everybody else that you don't even know. This video could not have come at a better time because 2 days ago was the election, and a lot of people that I know are very upset with the results. And I've also allowed myself to go through the whole roller coaster of emotions around it. Our president-elect has certainly spurred a lot of conversations about love and hate and respect amongst people, and we're all getting triggered in our own way. And I really think that the biggest issue here is that people feel invalidated and they feel like the country is being divided recklessly without a reason, and it has to do a lot with love and what this country was really founded on, which is inclusion and not exclusion. So we can break this down on the micro level as well. So if you're feeling triggered by all of this, it's totally okay, there's nothing wrong, but what is it within yourself that you are fragmenting? We can always go there. We can always look to ourselves and say, is there a part of myself that I'm not including? Is there a part of myself that I don't share with others? Because honestly, what I see as the Donald Trump character is he's just up there being authentic in his own way and really allowing all of us to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, okay, what is it that I don't like about myself? Why do I get triggered when I listen to his words? Because we're all spiritual beings, we're all playing right now, and that doesn't make hurtful acts okay, but it does give us a good reason to look inside of ourselves and figure out how we can love ourselves more and how we can love others more from this space. We can't do anything to change what happened. We can't do anything to change the candidate or what he said or what his values are. All we can really do is focus on ourselves and ask ourselves, how can we love ourselves more? When we are most effective is when we are most whole, right? The word integrity, like all the pieces are together, all the pieces are working as a unit. That is really where we can affect the most change. So getting down and sad and worrying, that doesn't really inspire us to be the best that we can be. So operating from that vibration of love really does help everybody, not just ourselves. If you were brought up with the idea that self-love is selfish, then it's kind of time to bury that. It's time to say, okay, thank you so much for that teaching. I'm really glad that I had it, but I'm going to give it back. It's not a gift I really want. Because self-love allows you to really step into your wholeness, your whole potential, your whole voice. It teaches you to respect yourself and your preferences and your opinions, and it allows you to have enough confidence and self-trust to really bring your own ideas to the table. Without self-love, we're really dulling down who we share with the world. We're dulling ourselves down really for no good reason, to fit in, and that's not going to help anybody. So cultivating a sense of self-love is often difficult. We don't know how to do it. We're not taught how to do that. There are plenty of resources online. Teal Swan is really good for cultivating self-love because she came from such a damaged place, very abused place. And so she really had to learn what self-love is and how to grow that. And Jim Self is wonderful for connecting you with your being and really getting to know your energetic body in a way that will help you generate a lot of self-love. Although he says love is advanced, start with like. And I'll use one of his techniques now. If you would just want to take a breath and feel the feeling of I like myself. Just feel in your body, what does I like myself feel like? feels pretty good, right? What would happen if you did that throughout the day? If you told yourself, okay, I'm going to operate from the place of I like myself. Your outlook would be different. Your choices would be different. Your thoughts, your actions, everything would be different because you'd be coming from that greater whole place. You wouldn't be functioning from the damage or from the trauma or from the fear. And it really does make a huge difference globally, not just in your own life. So another part of self-love is to love and integrate the parts of ourselves that we shy away from. So this is actually perfect. I got this lipstick in the mail, and I'd never really, aside from high school, which was a very long time ago, I haven't really worn the kind of makeup that I like, which is purple, green, pretty out there kind of stuff. But luckily now it's readily available. There's really no excuse for me to not do it. And it's a part of me that I was afraid to embrace. It's a part of me that I didn't really feel comfortable bringing to the surface with, or at least bringing in my business. And taking the step today to put it on, to make a video, to put it on Instagram earlier, it makes me feel more whole. It makes me feel like I'm honoring a part of myself. And as small as it is, right, it's just lipstick, it does make me feel more empowered. So what is a part of you that you've kind of let go, or you may have had excuses as to why you weren't expressing that part of you? Sometimes it can just be judgment. Like maybe you love to write, but you don't feel like you're a good writer, and so you haven't done any. Maybe you like to try photography or painting, but you're afraid because you don't think you'll be good at it. The good at it is secondary. That doesn't matter. Do your art, do your expression just for the experience of it, because that is what's going to feed you. And then if you feel inspired to share, share. Often the only person who is judging you is you. So if you stop, the whole world will seem to stop. And any kind of comments that you get, you probably project more into them than they really meant. So don't be afraid of the parts of you want to explore. Honestly, curiosity is huge here. You are a huge multi-dimensional being. You have many layers that you've yet to discover. Me too, we all do. We're constantly unfolding. We're gigantic, powerful beings. And curiosity is what is going to lead you further into yourself. So don't dismiss something that you're curious about, because that's going to lead you further into respecting yourself and finding that self-love. And finally, loving others, right? If you kind of go back to that idea that we're all one, so we're all part of that whole consciousness, we break off from it, we individuate, and we become these individual beings, or on higher dimensions, we're in groups, we're in collectives. If you go back to our core though, we're still all one. And we're experiencing the world in different ways, in different bodies. And so to deny someone else their experience, to throw hate at them because they desire something different in their reality, it doesn't necessarily help you. Something that I learned while I was away this summer is that suffering is optional. We only suffer when we judge a situation as wrong, even if it's about something as seemingly big as a presidential candidate. We don't know what the future is going to bring. We can't see past the election right now. We can't see past his past behavior. And even though, yes, it may continue in the same way, we may go through some really uncomfortable times, even dangerous times in this country, in the long run, we may really benefit from this. So we only suffer when we judge, and we only judge when we're afraid. So please, if you want to release yourself of suffering, take back your judgment of the situation. Everything is fine. Your higher self would not put you in a position that wasn't going to benefit you. That's just all there is to it. Your higher self is orchestrating this whole thing on your behalf with your input, and you would not be put in a position that wasn't of benefit to you. We're all here experiencing things. We're all here playing characters. We're all here trying to embody more of that higher self energy. So try to take its cues. Try to follow what you're curious about. Try to feel inclusion if that's what you want to feel. Throwing hate, throwing shade, that's not what we want, right? We can't hate because they hate. That doesn't work. But we can include and spread and share love to ourselves and to everybody else, and that's going to benefit everybody. It also puts you on a path that's all your own. If you're engaging in the stuff you don't like, you're staying there. And that's not what you want, right? You don't want to stay in the stuff that you don't like. You want to be up here. You want to be on your own road, on your own path. And you know who you're going to meet on that path? Your people. I rarely engage with anybody that I don't really love. And I don't normally do things that I don't want to do. And that's because I've taken this road of self-respect and self-love. And I know not to put myself in those positions and to still respect everybody else and their opinions. So it's not always easy. We often think that others are really going to have a hard time when we start asserting ourselves, but it's normally not the case. So go respect yourself, find some more self-love, ask yourself during the day, what would it be like right now if I liked myself? Right? Do the gym self thing, go see what Teal Swan has to say, and have more fun in your life, loving yourself. And if you have any more ideas for videos in this Why Do We Limit Love series, do let me know and I will make them for you. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to intuitive art and you've never done it with me, go to intuitiveartacademy.com for your free class. You'll learn how to have a conversation with your higher self in 3 easy steps. That's intuitiveartacademy.com. And if you're already a pro or you've done the free class and you want to learn more about creating abundance from your purpose, go to workyourpurpose.com and you'll watch a free video series all about what it takes to create a purposeful income from doing what you love. All right, enjoy, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.